Y'all, this your boy EC22 of the Fair Weather Fan channel, man. Please like, subscribe, share, join the conversation. Let me just dive into it. Somebody please, pretty please, help me understand exactly what is going on over at ESPN. This mutiny, this implosion, for lack of better words. I could be wrong, I don't know, but that's what it feels like to me. A few weeks ago, we had a situation with Aaron Rodgers, goes on the Pat McAfee show, and he talks about some of the people that are covering the game, didn't play the game, basically scrutinizing their credibility, and the ones who are covering the game basically wasn't as good as him. And then he did some weird stuff by talking about vaccination status. That's something weird. That's Aaron Rodgers' weird stuff that's going on. And I get it. But to me, it was just a blanket statement. He didn't throw any names out there. Here was a guy who just butthurt and defending himself because, we all have an opinion about Aaron Rodgers. We consider him the greatest to ever do it, and he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He'll probably be a first ballot Hall of Famer, whatever. Matter of fact, he's already in the Hall of Fame, even though he's still playing. But there's a point to where Father Time is undefeated. But yet you can't tell that. It's hard to put an old horse out the pasture when he still thinks he got it. I'm at 47 years old. I've never played a professional basketball. I've never played organized basketball. All my basketball come from the recreations and the blacktops. But you can't tell me at my age, overweight, tall, I still think I got it. And every time I get on that court, I'm making excuses for myself, y'all, because that's what we do, athletes. That's just what we do. When you're competitive, you're competitive. You don't want nobody to tell you what you can and can't do. And that's okay. That is a normal response for Aaron Rodgers to be butthurt about the people who are critiquing his style of play. That is normal behavior. There's nothing wrong with that. We know what's also normal behavior is just like if somebody criticized an opinion that's on ESPN or First Take, it's normal for you to have a rebuttal. But there's a point to where it's got to stop. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers gets butthurt, but he gives his opinion. I don't know why ESPN First Take producers and Stephen A. thought it was okay to bring this up on their segment. And the only reason why that I can think of they would bring it up on this segment is to do what it did right now, to start this chaos, to start this beef, to start this war. Because all press is good press. You know what I'm saying? It all makes money. And if this is the direction that you're going, instead of talking about sports, you want to start drama, at least be transparent about it. That's all I'm asking. But anyway, Cam Newton gives his spiel and basically said, man, he's rooting for Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, one quarterback to another, and I understand his approach on that. But he just basically said, listen, Aaron Rodgers didn't put a name on it. He wished that he would, but since he didn't put a name on it, it is what it is. Ryan Clark gets on right after Cam and gives his spiel, basically saying that he's not going to really worry too much about it because he's not going to be the hit dog that hollers. But then Ryan Clark, I felt like you hollered. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. You goes on to call this man a coward. But why? But maybe that's your opinion on his approach and you want to leave it there. But it's still a personal jab. That's the thing about it. You can't sit back and say you're going to take the low road and then still around throw a bottle. And say, I just threw it, but not in this direction. That don't make any sense. You ignited the fire. You know what this man was on. And then obviously, Aaron Rodgers did what he did. He came back on the Pat McAfee show and he clapped back. And then now you got Ryan Clark clapping back. And it's a bunch of nonsense. I thought we was done with that. Saturday, Kurt Herbert Street, Chris Fowler, covering the Ohio State and Tennessee game. Makes another blanket statement in my opinion, but this time they did put a tag on it. They said they wonder what the guys at First Take are going to say about Coach Day and him winning his game or whatever. You know what I'm saying, about them getting fired because them comments they made that he should have got fired after the loss to Michigan. And I get all that, right? Once again, Herbert Street, Fowler are colleagues. They're teammates. But just because they're colleagues and teammates, that don't mean they have to agree with you. You guys know, and I didn't know until Shannon Sharp said it, I didn't know that Kirk Herbstreit went to Ohio State. I didn't know. But now that I know, it all makes sense. Why would the man not defend his alma mater and his friend who's coaching over there? You guys made a statement that he felt like that he didn't agree with, and he chose this moment to give his opinion about it. Once again, completely went under the radar. Watching that game, Heard it, didn't think none of it. It wasn't even on the radar. It didn't take off no spidey senses because I'm really just watching the game. What the guys are talking about, their opinion is what it is. That ain't for me. What's for me is what the guys on the field are doing. Gets up and watch first take. Wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. What did they say? I don't remember them saying anything. And they played the clip. I'm like, really, guys? Really, guys? Y'all gonna do that? Y'all clapping back over that? Stephen A. jumps out and basically saying, you know what, he loved Kirk, he loved Chris, and their colleagues, da-da-da, he respect everything they do, da-da-da. Pretty much it is what it is. And he just goes on to give his speech explaining why he said what he said, because Stephen A. always want to get the facts right. He want people to make sure they have the facts about what he said, because he has great recall memory, and I can give him that, especially the things he said. Right? He's always going to stand 10 toes down about his take, because he don't want his stuff to get misunderstood. I ain't got no problem with that. I'm the same way. I'm going to make sure you understand me, make sure you quote me accurately. And that's what he did. But Shannon Sharpe, once again, you comes out, just like Rand Clark saying that you're going to take the high road, but then you take the low road. Now, I'm laughing because Shannon Sharpe is one of the guys who came out and he said that when they go high, I go to hell. And did you go to hell on this one? I don't think quite you made hell. I think you may have got down into the dirt up under the grass, but I don't think you went that low. You could have. But you made threats, Shannon, or Mr. Sharpe, respectfully. You made threats of something so harmless as that statement. A man has an opinion. He didn't threaten anybody's character. He just said that you guys, pretty much, he got it wrong. And that threat about it's gonna take all the bosses at ESPN to get, come on now. If you do that, come on now. I mean, I don't understand it. I think Shannon Sharpe, I saw a small clip, but if I didn't get to see the end of it, but I think Shannon Sharpe went over to try to clear some things up. But I'm talking about, it's always that first reaction to me. Now, I don't because my whole deal is this is ESPN. Everybody works for ESPN. Pat McAfee, Chris Fowler, Kurt Herbstreit, Shannon Sharpe, Ron Clark, Stephen A. Smith. Everybody works for ESPN, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why is this going on? Because if you guys are trying to throw this stuff out there to create viewership, at least be transparent with it, in my opinion. Because what you're doing is you're causing people to choose sides. I don't want to turn on ESPN when we're supposed to be talking about sports, but I got to get into this drama. Stephen A. Smith, you are a frequent guest on one of those soap operas. If I want to see drama, I'll go watch that. Shannon Sharpe, I love Club Shay Shay and I love Nightcap. If I want to hear drama, I can go to those situations, even though there's not much drama, and I love what you do over there. But when I'm turning on ESPN, click, I want to see news, sports, your opinions, because we value your opinion about how you see the games that's happening or your approach to sport, because you guys educate us. Let's keep it there. I don't want to get involved in these dramas. Stephen A., you have your own talk show, and you do it all the time. You can go to your own talk show and talk about drama. I would tune in for that, but not when I turn into ESPN. I don't want to see that. That's just me. Maybe I'm just one in a million. I don't know. But y'all, there's more room for everybody at the table. At the end of the day, y'all, people have a right to their opinion as long as they're not nasty. And if they are nasty, as long as they're not singling out people. And that's in my opinion. I'm trying to be as grown as adult as I can because maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe this is just the way the new media works. If this is what it is, if this is what it takes to get clicks and views and likes, let me know because I need to redirect doing something because I don't have nearly the platform that you guys. I don't even know how many people may see this. I hope a lot. Just like every time I post a video, I hope this thing go viral. But this one right here, it's got me confused. And I know negativity sells, and I get all that, but when you try to stand as a man of morals and a man of principles, there's more to sports than just bringing up drama. Just talk about the game, the knowledge of a game. Have a great conversation about sports where every opinion is welcome. It's okay to have healthy debates. It is okay. But we don't get to make shots fired. And once again, and I stand to, if you're going to talk about an athlete while they're playing, even when they're not playing, expect them to have a problem with that. There are some players that'll take it so personal on themselves, they'll let you know, hey, I'll let my team down. But I get to say that, you don't get to say that. My coach get to say that, but you don't get to say that. My teammates get to say that, but you don't get to say that. And that's okay. And they can say that. But if your job requirement is to say that, if your job requirement is to give your analytical approach to the game, to say what you see, that's fine too. You say what you see, they don't like it, that's the end of discussion. It's okay. Now, if they want to come out and throw some personal jabs and call you out your name, then at that point, it's a whole different conversation. And Stephen A., you do that so well. If somebody want to get nasty and get personal with you, call out your name, call you a liar, call you Uncle Tom, all stuff like that, then yes, that's why I love watching your Stephen A. Smith show, because I love the way how you eloquently break it down and put people in place who come after you for no reason. Because you do have a job to do. Shannon Sharp, you do have a job to do. Dan Orlowski, Ryan Clark, all you guys on mainstream media, you guys have a job. These guys have a job to do. We're going to say what we see in our own opinion, in our own mind, in our own words. We're going to say it. If somebody don't like it, cool, you don't like it. But if you're going to take a personal attack, I totally understand the rebuttal. But this is what in those cases, Aaron Rodgers didn't say any name. Kirk Herbstreit just had an opinion about it. He just had his own opinion that you guys had. But it wasn't taking shots at anybody in particular. That part. Don't do that. It's your boy EC22. That's my spiel, man, and I'm out.